All right, so we're going to be learning how to use ChatGPT to create meal plans for like the month that are going to go along with the requirements that you have. So I live in the state of Maryland. So, and I also can't type Maryland childcare food program. I'm not 100% certain what it's called. Okay. All right. What you're going to need is some type of website that you can pull the information off of. And I'm not saying you need to go all the way through this, but this is going to be helpful. Then you're going to pull up ChatGPT. I have a paid account, so I encourage folks if you're going to be using this, get the paid account because it gives you a lot more details. It saves things. You can search all of your, like, I mean, these are all the different things that I've been working on that I use and be able to search through them. I mean, I've been having it for, I don't know, maybe a year. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we're going to just copy this website. ChatGPT really has grown so much since I've started using it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask it to, you really essentially are going to be kind of talking to it like a person. Review the information for a child care center food program / menu. And it's going to do some deep diving for you. So you don't necessarily have to comb through the whole website. This website, it works. Some websites may have some securities and won't let you do it. So essentially, it's going to go through and it's pulling out all the important things that you would need to know for your food program. Whether you participate in it, like we don't participate in it just yet, but we will. And so this is information that we want to know. And our menu still aligns with these standards. So then we're going to put in prompts. It's all about prompts with ChatGPT to get it to do what you really need it to do. So we want it to think like a nutritionist and use this information to create a 30-day menu for Monday through Friday with breakfast, lunch, and let's say a snack or two snacks for a childcare center ages 2 to, let's say, 6. And then we just hit enter and we just see what it does. Now you may look at some of these and think, their kids are never going to eat this. Now I don't like any of this, or it's expensive. And this is where you really start learning how to play with ChatGPT a little bit more. So I'm not going to have it go through the entire thing. I just want to kind of show you how you can modify it. So if you're looking at this and you're like, I can't make a different meal every single day. I need to make something a little more cost efficient. So I can say something like revise this menu and include meals that have similar ingredients to create a cost efficient menu. And it'll think, and then it'll do what it asks you to do. And as you go through, you can always change it later. You know, if you're like stir fry, those kids are never going to eat that. You can go back there and say, hey, remove the stir fry, remove the steamed broccoli, cucumbers, anything you know your kids are not going to eat, especially if you have a home daycare center and you only got 5 or 6 kids and you know what they like to eat, but you're still looking for something, a little more varied. This is something that can kind of help you instead of you racking your brain. Your time is precious and valuable, and we want to make sure that we are, using our tools the best way we can to kind of help with all of that. So it gave us some cost-saving ingredients. And then another thing you could do, let me roll back. So once you have your menu, right, create a shopping list for this menu. And it'll do that for you. So I don't know if you use Instacart or anything like that, but this is really great because it kind of gives if you've got a director or somebody that goes and does the grocery shopping for you, this is really great. And it also can help you plan. Now, granted, this was for 30 days. We plan week to week, but we like to have our menu done for the month so we can just share it at the beginning of the month and we don't have to worry about sending anything else to parents or posting anything else. It's all there. So I could even say, make me weekly grocery lists for each week of menus. And I like that I can kind of like hit enter and I can go full with something else. And when I come back, this is all ready to go. Now, if you are like, it's the end of, I don't know, the end of the month, we're still waiting on maybe a state check or, it's Christmas, maybe some parents are paying a little late and the cupboard's getting a little bare and you don't necessarily want to go spend $500 at, Sam's Club or Walmart. Here is something else that you can do. So I will probably stop this grocery list. And then I'll say, using the food program guidelines and the items I already have in the kitchen. And then give a list. Rice, mac and cheese, chicken breasts. Am I spelling that right? Okay. What else? Maybe tomato soup. I'm just trying to think of some real random things. Onions, potatoes, cans, corn, and eggs. Create a 5-day menu. And this is another way, like you don't have to come up with something great, like big and extravagant and spend a lot of money. Literally just go into the kitchen. What do we have? What do we have on hand? What's on sale? If you're looking through the Food Line ad, find the stuff that's on sale and put it in here and say, make me a menu that follows those guidelines, but has all of these ingredients, things that you have on hand. Great, right? And so an AM snack, canned corn with a sprinkle of cheese or seasoning. I don't know about you, but I love elote. And I would eat a bowl of canned corn with elote and butter and some mayonnaise. And some Parmesan cheese. I love that stuff. And again, it might not be like, like a PM snack, a hard-boiled egg and a piece of toast. It might not seem like a lot, but when you're trying to save money because maybe you're having a light month or maybe taxes are due or maybe the electric bill's a little higher or maybe you decided that you're going to help another family that month. And so, maybe it's $100. If you can save $100 on groceries a month, that's $1,200 a year. You could be putting that money towards something else. So this is just an option to do this. And then what you can do once you have all of your menu items is that you can go ahead and print it out as a PDF. All right. So what you can do is, let's say this is my menu. I can go ahead and copy. You can just open up a Word document like this and you can paste it. I probably would get rid of kind of like the notes. And you could print this out and post it in your lobby or send it out an email or however you let parents know what the menu is and it'd be all done. So. So just to recap, if you have certain guidelines, make sure you have the website pulled up ahead of time. Sometimes ChatGPT can look up that information for you, but it's probably easier if you pull it right from the source just to make sure that it's accurate. So this just happened to be what it was for my state, but use the one for your state and then have it make your menu. I always encourage to go back and double check. But like with this one, I was able to make 30 days. I was able to make grocery lists. And I also was able to make a menu with stuff I already had on hand. And so it can go from you're making something completely from scratch all the way down to using what you already have. So ChatGPT can be a great way for you to make sure you're having menus that are adhering to those guidelines, but also making things cost efficient. So good luck with making your menus and let me know in the comments what menus you guys come up with.